Top climate scientists have admitted they failed to predict the intensity of the German floods and the recent North American heat dome. They say their computers are not powerful enough to accurately predict the severity of extreme weather. So why is this extreme weather happening now? Our chief environment correspondent Justin Rolat explains.
The floods in Germany aren't the only extreme weather event we've seen this summer. There was the dramatic heat wave in Canada and the western United States last month, and Russia, Mexico and New Zealand have all been experiencing unusually high temperatures. Now, the climate science is very clear on this. It has been predicting, not just for years, but for decades, that if we continue to pump huge amounts of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, we will experience increasingly high temperatures. And because warm air holds more moisture, that means heavier rainfall too, and therefore floods.
Well, you only have to look at the pictures of these devastating floods to know that we need to do better. It is not okay for this number of people to die in 2021 from floods.
So the next obvious question is the world doing enough to tackle climate change? Again, the answer is very clear. It is not. The UN says we need to reduce carbon emissions by 7% every year for the next decade if we're going to stand a reasonable chance of staying within what is reckoned to be the safe limit, 1.5 degrees centigrade. Now, we did achieve that last year, but in the teeth of the pandemic. So the only good outcome from these recent extreme weather events is if it encourages the world to raise its carbon cutting game when it meets at the landmark climate conference in Glasgow in November. Justin Rolat, BBC News.